Hello, this is Kay Lowry, and today we're going to talk about rhythm. So if you would like to do this activity with me, you will need some pieces of paper. You can just start out with 3 pieces of paper and a Sharpie or a marker or color. All right, let's get started. The first rhythm we're going to be thinking about is the whole note. So when we have a whole piece of paper, we're going to draw on it a big circle. And in music, we call this a whole note. And sometimes your teacher might ask you to count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I count it with words: whole note, hold it. I really like that as a better way of counting. That's a whole note. It takes up 4 beats, and we can imagine that it fills up the whole paper. Now let's get another piece of paper. And instead of a whole note, we're going to fold our paper in half and put a crease on it. So we're going to make it into 2 pieces. See both of those pieces there? All right, now on either side of my crease, I'm going to draw a half note. Can you say that? Half note. I like to count it like that. Some teachers like to count it this way: 1, 2. Now remember, if our whole piece of paper, we're pretending that it has 4 beats, then we are going to need another half note to fill up our paper, because 2 plus 2 equals 4. So here we have 2 half notes. So our first paper, we had whole note, hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on this paper, we have half note, 1, 2, 1, 2. I wonder if you know what the next set of notes that we're going to do is. Can you take your paper and can you fold it in half and then in half again? We're going to make 4 pieces out of our paper, right? This paper represents 4 beats. So now we're going to draw a note that some teachers call ta. It's also called a quarter note. And I wonder if you know how many beats a quarter note gets. If you said 1 beat, you're correct. I'm going to draw 4 quarter notes on my piece of paper, because we are pretending that 1 piece of paper equals 4 beats. There it is. Quarter, 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 quarter. Some teachers count 1, 1, 1, 1. I like to say what it is. And so I want you to know what the real name of this note is. Not that it's just a 1 beat note, but it's a quarter note. Quarter, 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 quarter. And those are the notes that are basically the ones that will make up what we call 4/4 time. But sometimes we have music beats that are rests. And so if a note is a rest, it has that many beats of silence. So if we have, again, a piece of paper and it has 4 beats on it, and we want all of those beats to be quiet, then we're going to put one of these rests on it. Can you draw one of these with me? This is a whole rest. It's a whole rest. And you could say whole rest, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like someone dug a hole in the ground. I know this word spelled whole is different than the word H-O-L-E, whole, but they sound the same. So that helps me remember what this rest is supposed to be. It's supposed to be 4 beats of silence. All right. Now if we took some more paper and we folded it again in half, let's do a 2-beat rest. This looks just like the one we drew, except it's flipped upside down. Instead of a hole in the ground, it looks like someone was drawing a hat that's sitting on somebody's head. I bet you can color better than I can. We're going to color this hat in. And I bet you can guess how many beats this rest is worth. It's a half rest. The word hat and the word half start with the same letter. Half rest. Or you might count it 1, 2. And then here are the rests that are the most fun of all. These are quarter rests. They get the same amount of beats as a quarter note. But they're kind of tricky to draw. And I'm not really great at it, but let's give it a try. Let's pretend we're going to start up tall. We're going to make a Z, but we're going to make it stretched out like this. And then we're going to put a C on the end. Oh, that wasn't too bad. It's kind of fun. A stretched out Z and a C. A stretched out Z and a C. A stretched out Z and a C. Again, these are worth 1 beat, and I still like to say quarter when I'm thinking about these rests, because instead of a quarter note, these are quarter rests. And there are 4 of them on this one sheet of paper. And there you go. There's all of the notes and rests in 4/4 time.